Welcome back to the Sound for More channel. Today I have the pleasure to go through how you can add effects inside the generators, inside FacePlant, of course. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are inside FacePlant. Let's click on New to create a new patch. Now, let's choose a simple generator. Click here and let's choose the analog one, which sounds like so. Sounds like that, of course, because we have this sawtooth wave. Let's adjust a little bit again to make sure that it's not too high. Now, let's say that we want to add an effect. We go underneath here, click, and you can see under effects, we have distortion, filter, nonlinear filter. So let's start discussing how to add effects. So let's click on filter. Now, as you can see, a filter has been added here, but if I press some notes and I change the cutoff here, nothing will happen because there is no input. You can see it's been created in isolation, which can be useful, and I will explain that in an upcoming tutorial. So that's not the way to create it, to add an effect, like in this case, a filter to the analog generator. So let's get rid of it. So if this is not the way, you can see up here, there's another way to click on it and select filter. Now, what is happening? You still cannot hear any effect because look at the output here. From the analog from the analog generator is going to go to the envelope, and then from the envelope is going directly to lay 1, which is this one. Right, so there is an output here which is going into the filter, and you can see the waveform which is in there, which corresponds to the waveform here, but there is no output going from the filter to the lay 1. Okay, that is a problem. So this is not working either. Let's click on the X here. Now, another way to do that is if you move up here between the envelope and the analog generator, you see this horizontal dotted line, click on it. When that shows, select filter. Now, you have the output from the analog generator going into the filter and the output from the filter going into the envelope. And then the envelope is sending the output to lay 1, which is here. Now, you hear that the filter is actually working. Indeed, if I change here the cutoff frequency, is working. It shows you, of course, the frequency underneath in kilohertz, and you can see the effect here of the waveform, which is filter. So the original waveform up here, which is a sawtooth filter, in this case by a low pass. Okay, you can adjust the cutoff frequency, you can adjust the resonance here, and depending, of course, on the type of filter you choose, you can adjust also the gain, like if you choose a low shelf, a peak, and a high shelf filter type. You can adjust the slope, which is great as well. Fantastic. Now, this first one is a low pass, but of course you can do a band pass as well. You can do a high pass. You can do a notch. And of course, depending on the waveform that you have up here, you have a different effect, right? And you can also do a low shelf. In this case, you have gain, which is enabled as well. Indeed, the frequency doesn't work because it's low shelf. You can go negative as well. And here you go. Now you can change, of course, the frequency because we have some gain which is applied, even if in this case it's negative, right? And of course you can see here the effect of adjusting the Q as well. Of course you can choose a peak as well. And finally, you can also have a high shelf. course, let's add something else on lane 1, like a reverb. Let's increase the release. Sounds really, really nice, doesn't it? Okay, that is the filter. Of course, you can add something else as well. So for after the filter here or before the filter. So total flexibility, but after the filter, we add the distortion. Why not? Different type of distortion. You can apply overdrive, you can saturate, you can fold back the waveform on itself. You can apply sine effect, hard clip, and quantize. I love the quantize. Look. You can see quantization there. Still adjust the drive, the bias, which is your DC offset. Spread, of course, between the left and right channel. And the overall mix, of course. You can see adjusting the bias, in this case, you shift it. As I said, you can do a hard clip. Can do a sine. You can fold it back. It gives you interesting effect, and you can also saturate it. So this is absolutely fantastic. And of course, when you have additional effect, again, click here, you also have a non-linear filter as well. And in this case, you have these additional modes. You can do a clean, saturated, tubular, clipped, warm, biased, fuzzy, metallic, and digital. So a lot of different options. Remember, you can use a low pass here and band pass. High pass, you can do a notch or all pass. Well, you could adjust till the drive, for example. Let's go to warm. Let's go for a low pass. Let's try clipped. Let's go for a tubular. Different characteristic, different type of sound, saturated or clean. Of course, you have drive, which of course takes effect in the right mode. So yeah, so just choose what you like. Like for example, the fuzzy mode, you can change the drive here. Or let's say digital, why not? So, lot bias, of course. So you can do so many different things. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Now you know how to add effects, filter and non-linear filter and distortion. You know how to add them separately or inside the group before or after the envelope. Of course, you need to add it in before the envelope, between the generator and the envelope, if you want to take effect in terms of changing or applying that effect to the generator, which in this case is the analog generator. Okay, I hope you enjoyed and found the tutorial useful. And as always, see you next time. Bye.